Five-Finger Death Punch with Bad Company. And this is a bad song with some bad riffs in it. Jason Hook's the man. This goes out to Joel. Yes, indeedy. There's a couple little quick fix-its on 2 parts from our Skype lesson. B standard is the tuning, or you can call it B tuning. It's a standard tuning concept, but the top string is a B. It is 2.5 steps tuned flat, which is why we got a little fret buzz going on this when I get my endorsement, which is coming soon. Sooner than you guys may think. All those problems will be in the past. So on this beginning here, it's clean channel. It's 7/10 low E. And then we're going to go into this E minor form. In other words, bar, technically you don't have to bar it, but I'm going to tell you to bar it. Fret 7 on the A string, or string 5, all the way down. And then we need 9, 9, 8, D, G, and B. So this is for the intro. When you get here, we go A, D, B, G 3 times. Now I would like to see you pick down, down, up, up. Just because it's a good habit to pick in the direction of the next string, but I'm not going to demand it. Maybe I will. It's Five-Finger Death Punch. Let's get metal. So that's going to go twice. There's our second time. The verse comes in, and here's what happens. Some of the same stuff, different picking. Started back at 7/10 on the E. And then right back to the same chord form, all right? Now, the picking goes A, D, G, A. Let's start with that. We're going to split it in half. Down, down, up, down. And then go B, G, D, G. And I would pick up, up, down, up. If you want to incorporate the correct picking after you memorize it, that's cool. There's a lot going on. Whenever you're picking something, it's brutal, because if you have a bad note, it's a bad note, and even non-musicians would be like, oops, what happened there? So it's not too forgiving. So make sure you're doing that right. Now take this shape, move it a whole step backwards, or flat, and remove your middle finger. It's a D2 form. And we're going to pick the same exact progression. Alright, A, D, G, D, B, G, D, G. Same way you picked it here, okay? So, if you memorize this one, you're good here. Then on this one, we're going to pick the root, which is the 5A, slide it to 7, and get ready to set this minor shape back down to 9, 9, 8. So, go 9D, G, 9G, and then the 7A, so we have, alright, so, oops, and then go, let's see, no, there we go, so we slide up, there's our 9, our 7, the middle's handling 8B, go B, G, D, B. Up, down, up. And then go A, D, G, B. And you know, when you're picking, like I said earlier, it's really through a microscope and making sure everything counts. So if you feel like I'm moving a little fast in this, just rewind it a little bit, but make sure you memorize the pattern. So we got a lot of stuff to learn here. So, you're at the midpoint of the verse. Now we're going to start it back over, 7/10 on the E, and then just start it over. And then something's going to change here. We'll do our slide like last time. Yeah. Let's take it from that midpoint, because I'm confusing myself. Let's take it from the very first one. Not the intro, but from the verse. second one. So see the similarities, but there are some slight changes. Starting it over. Now, we're going to be back and forth from this to this more than the last time. So we're sliding it. And then right back to the D2 form. Okay, and then we're sliding back up. And this is where it gets a little tricked out. We're sliding, we still do our 9D, our 9G, our 7A. The bar comes into play. It's important now to know that you're barring this. You have to. Pick the 7B, leave all the fingers down, keep the knuckles at the right angle. Pick the 7B and hammer to 8 and pull it off back to the 7, which is being barred. And then pick the G and the D string right where they sit, which is a 9 and a 9. Up on the high E. So, and then pick the 7B, hammer on to 8 this time, and then pick the G and D. So the first time we're going pick, hammer, pull. Second time we're just going pick, hammer. I suggest subgrouping that. Then we start it all over. Watch this. Instead of doing the, we're just going to do the other ending we did in the first half, which was, and then A, D, G, B. Okay? That's the difference between the two. From there, there's two guitar parts. One's going, and the other's going. We're going to go with the deep one. Open E, twice rest, twice rest. I would go down, up. Put a rest in between it into this. So, our next thing is a D2 chord. You're going open, open, 2, 3, open. And that's starting on the A. Open, open, 2, 3, open. Now, Joel, on our Skype lesson, I had this chord up here. Do it over here. I looked up the live. This is where it's at. So, we're going to strum A through high E. So we went, oops. Third fret low E, palm mute down up into open A and 2 D. That's just our power chord. It'll go. So. Then hit the power chord again and go to the 3 E. So. And then go 5, 3, 2, 3 on the low E string. Alternate pick and palm mute. So it's. So. That leads us into this. So, open E, palm mute, down, down, up. From there we go to 7, 7 on the E and A. So that's barred, and we need the 9D. Slide it about a whole step flat, but let it ring for a second. We got. Do that 3 times. Then we got this. And that is all palm muted and alternate picked. Starting on the A, go 2, 3, 5, 3, 2. And then go 5, 3, 2 on the low E. That starts with an up, right? Because we're doing straight alternate picking. That's going to lead us right into an open D and G string. That's a G chord, basically. So. And then 3rd fret low E, palm mute, downstroke. And then upstroke on an open, leading into the open 2 on the A and D. So last time it was just, this time he goes. So, And then hit the power chord again, and then the 3E, just like last time. So, and then 5, 3, 2, 3, palm mute, alternate pick on the low E. That's the same as well. So, then this part, just killer, man. It goes. Alright, let's break that down. Down, down, up, palm mute on the low E. And then 9A, pick, hammer to 10. And then we've got this concept of triplets. Down, up, down, low E, palm mute. And then grab the 7A, pick, hammer to 9. So it's. Do the same concept again. Down, up, down, open E, palm muted, and then go to 5A, pick, hammer onto the 7th fret. And do the same thing again, but we're gonna do 3, hammer to 5 on the A. So if you your melody in there is, think of it as 9, 10, and then just follow the dots, the next closest dot. So, and then in that with the down, up, down as well on the low E, palm muted. Then you're going to go back and start it. So, no, you're not. You're going to go 5, 3, 2, 3 on the low E. Right? You'll go back to start it over. So, in down, up, down, open E, palm muted, alternate picked, and then 7A, 9D, power chord. And there you go. Jason Hook, man, what a tasteful player, huh? He just tears it up. I seen Five Finger Death Punch. They played at Ozfest at Glen Helen. Saw them, and man, his guitar tone was like amazing too. The dude can play, man. He's a chop master. Take your time. There's a lot of stuff going on in here, you guys. Definitely not a beginner lesson. So really, you need to subgroup these parts I'm showing you, and it'll come together right now. Over me. All right. rockinguitarlessons@hotmail.com. That's my email. If you're interested in private guitar lessons or bass lessons, I teach on Skype around the world. My wife teaches vocals, and that's the email you can use. You can check out more information on my website, rockinguitarlessons.com. There's a full price breakdown, all that good stuff. And while you're there, if you can't do the Skype lessons with me and you still want to take lessons, the next best thing is, or for some people it is the best thing for them, CVT and CT lessons. They're custom video tablature and custom tablature lessons, handwritten tabs, everything. They're really cool. You can check up on that there. Be sure to add me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you'll see those in the edits. Let me jam some of this. I'm going to take it from the distortion if you don't mind, all right? Because I just feel like rocking right now. Be sure to subscribe, share, request. Appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. See you later. I wonder if they realize I messed up. And they'll think, wait. So, yeah, I feel like rocking. Let's do it. From the distortion.